What's up, everybody? This is Tim from LiveCaseBreak.com. We've got our Beckett grading submission. This is the latest one. I think it went out near late August. No, late September, I think. Late September. We finally got it back. It's November 4th, 2015. I don't think we're ever going to do a long sub like this. I think we're going to keep them to 10 days from now on. It's a bit too long to wait. I know a lot of you are anxious. So here we go. This is a big box. I think there's something like 100 some odd cards in here. I'm not entirely positive how many we had. I've got the master list here, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to open it up. As we go through, I'm going to stack them into people's piles here. Slap some nameplates. I've got a Facebook thread started on this too, so I'm going to be snapping some pictures and posting them to that as well as we go. Let's see, where is that? Just a few seconds before we get going on this.
I'm a surgeon. I'm going to cut out a tumor. I'm not going to use a butter knife. Hell no. Okay, well that looked like you took it. We can't, we're not painting. My tongue is the scaffold. It's there. It's going to go, and we're going to go to the core of the problem.
Okay.
Distance there the whole time. I need to hit you 15
big.
My name is Bill Allison.
Oh, that's heavy. Max protection, says Beckett. I did notice we got 2 punctures here and there. So hopefully nobody got a chip. Last time that happened, Beckett took them right back and made it right, so I'm sure they will again. This was a minimum 9 on the submission. If anybody does want their PC cards cracked out of their 9s, then just let me know and I can do that. No problemo. Okay. There's our list. Whew. A lot of cards.
Happy Hour is presented by Johnny Walker. Please bring responsibility.
That's not 100 cards. It's up there though.
Good question, Joe. You know where most can do it. Black is on and baby. Hello, Dave. Today, the good, the bad, the snuggly in college football top 4. Also, Johnny, very nice football. What it means that Luck is going from a pack to show. I know what it means that don't get around the huddle with the coach. That's the right one.
Around the Horn, the show of competitive hitters, presented by Johnny Walker, part of Happy Hour.
This is one of Whitney's Trout. Right on the top, I saw.
Woody Page, a league-leading 21 this year. Kevin Blackstone, a league-leading 20 wins in 2015. Case Hagan, 12 wins with a 25% percentage. Good luck to you all. Go around the horn.
What's up, Joe? How you doing, brother?
It's just the first ranking, everything will be sorted out. It's just the first ranking, everything will be sorted out. It's just the first ranking. Alabama, number 4, come on! Baylor, Michigan State, TCU, Notre Dame, Stanford, etc., etc. Everybody will go down and win. One fewer loss.
You like that, Turkey? Whitney and Nate helped me design that last night.
Should those teams have really feel that the rankings will get this right at 10.
I think it's pretty sweet. You know it. It's straight to art school.
So Stanford ostensibly beat Notre Dame and then win the Pac-12 championship and still not get in. And that's absurd. So the Pac-12, whatever it means, I think the Pac-12 was not playing very good football this season. I would counter that with saying the Pac-12 playing great football. They're just not watching enough of it. Plus, Pat Hagan, the Pac-12
doesn't look like we got anything damaged. So that's good.
That's interesting, Bill.
Alright. That's our brick to start going through. Oh, let's do this. Again, I'm going to be stopping intermittently, taking some pictures, putting them on the Facebook thread, and making nameplates for people. Oh, our first one off the back. Ashy Russell from Bowman Draft. Affleck Auto got a 9. I think that was Whitney's. Let's see. Mark this off the list as we go. That is Whitney's. Russell Affleck. Alright, Whitney, so a 9 on your Affleck. I think we knew that. Kind of rough. Whoo! How is that for a start? That's one of the 10s. Oh my god. Half from Black Label, the corners. Pristine 10, Whitney. 4 out of 25 on your Brave. That one's going to go in the thread. 10-10. Let's see, let me post that up.
Alabama beat a 5-3 Texas A&M team, and they get credit for that. Iowa ought to be finding a lawyer to investigate this thing, because the problem for them is just as Bill pointed out about a backloaded Big 12 schedule, which is true. Iowa is through the toughest part of their schedule now, and at night really have no hope of climbing ahead unless everybody else loses about 2 games. Really unfair to Iowa.
The question: how confident should a team, for your argument, it's Iowa, feel that the rankings are going to get sorted out? You would say not confident.
It's beautiful.
At all.
There you go, Whitney. Let me make you a nameplate.
TCU, who I believe is 1 spot above Iowa in this most current ranking. I'm really worried too, especially when I'm looking at what
Whitney!
happened.
2 of your cards right in a row. I wonder if they're all together. It does look like they're all together. Laura Blue got a 9. 3rd card. Mid-9, Surface 8.5 was what did it in. It did have some surface scratches. Yeah, only 9s on the centering and corners, too. What's up, Ed? How you doing? Whitney, all yours are right in a row here. Let's see if the streak continues. Braxton Gold only got a mint 9. Whose was that? Alex? Alex, Braxton Gold, yes. Mint 9 on the Braxton Gold. The nicest one so far. Actually, we've only had 4 cards, Stacy. We had that Braxton Gold, and then these 3 right here. Whitney's Abreu Illustrious, half a point from Black Label.
Still, that this 4-team playoff does not accommodate all of these schools. You've got 7 unbeaten teams in the top
Half
10,
a point.
and 4 of them are left out.
Make Alex a name. And a sweet-looking turkey. Damn right. Okay, Alex. Ronnie Williams Refractor, 9/5/10. I want to say that was Danny. Yes, Williams Refractor. I need a different pen here.
See them drop all the way, maybe number 5. We'll move on. NFL news of the day.
Okay, Danny Williams Refractor. Nice card.
Last year.
It's one heck of a turkey, man.
Woodrow, how do you think Johnny would feel about this start tomorrow night?
Well, if I'm Johnny Manziel, I say, I'm Johnny Football. I deserve this opportunity. I'm Luke Gehrig, replacing Wally Pipp. I'm going to be in the lineup the rest of the year. I'm going to be Tim Tebow. I'm going to be
Okay, next up, Ryan Castile. That was Alex too. I know. Like I said, Alex had the roughest sub of everybody. He took most of the 9s out. Castile Blue. Mint 9 for Alex. 0 for 2, Alex. 0 for 2. 0 for 3, Alex. Castile Red. Got a mint 9. Let me mark that one down. Castile Red. There it is. Stacy, it was a minimum 9, not 9.5, but I'll break anything out if you want me to. Let me get a picture of that one.
Had a coach go to his, get his back after he got in trouble in the offseason and still allowed him to become the starter of that team. So I tell you what, if
if I'm him, I just wipe my brow one more time.
We're all familiar with this history here.
Yeah, I can't do that. I know you said minimum 9.5, but everything was a minimum 9 on the whole sub. You can't do specific people 9.5s. I don't think you had. Maybe you had 1 or 2 that was the 9. I think you're going to be very happy with one of your cards once we get to it.
They're both mediocre, so at this point, for the Browns, it makes more sense to go with the younger quarterback who, at this point in his career, is mediocre. So
okay, Castile
I'm
for
thinking,
Alex.
okay, I gotta play well on Thursday night, but also I don't think this is a one game and I'm out.
Bobby B. Who had the Bobby B? Was that you, Joe? 2 Bobby Bradleys for Joe, so you got 1 more coming. 9.5 quads all around. 1 for 1 for Joe. Get Joe a 9 plate.
He has 93 quarterback rate this year. When he's played this year, he's done pretty well. He's seen a lot more comfortable, and also McCann, who everybody loves in that locker room, has given him the seal of approval.
Okay.
I think if he beats the Bengals, and maybe I hear McCann.
Other Bobby B got a 9, so 1 for 2 on those, Joe.
Keep the starting job. I mean, the team reacts under him.
What would it take for Mandel to keep this job?
Yeah, if you win
Quad 9.5s and then quad 9s on this. The centering was what was no bueno on
I
that.
think he has to win the game. I think he has to go out and manage the game. He's got to go out and not make those
Okay,
mistakes.
next
Not follow football.
Schwarber. 9.5, 10. I want to say that one was ours.
He's got to play
Pretty sure. Nope, that might have been Jim's. I think there was 2 of those in this sub. So Jim, that one was either ours or yours. We'll find out later. I marked down the autographs and took pictures of them, so I'll compare and figure out whose was whose. If we had one in this, I'm not honestly positive. So I'm gonna put that over in this stack. 3 9.5s on that too. Surface was a 9. That one was Jim. Jim, you had. I think that was your only card in the sub. That's all I have written down. Let's go from the second here. Lindor, a 9.5, 10. I think that was you, Chad. Lindor base. 10 on the centering. Not too shabby. Post a couple of these.
I'm glad it's like a tip of the cap. Thank you, Terry Collins, but still, I want to see how he manages next year when we're not underdogs, but the Mets are front runners.
Bill Flashy.
Hey, if Kate's saying we and she's happy, I'm happy. And I think Collins, I think Mets fans should be happy with this. The players love him. The players love this guy. When he went with Matt Harvey there, he won that clubhouse over. These guys played very hard for him. He's great with the media there. He knows how to work New York. Everybody should be thrilled. This is
interesting. You said when he went with Matt Harvey there, which is being considered a mistake now, of course, because of what happened.
His players loved him. Tony, his players love him for that.
And he took blame for it afterwards. But you think it's going to actually have a good effect for him?
Huge effect.
I'll PM you.
Woodrow, what do you think of 2 more years for Collins?
Well, if Mr. Met and Ms. Met are happy that he's back, then I'd go along with it also. I think he deserves to be back. He was there. You have to remember, he came in 5 years ago. He was part of that retooling process. He did a good job during, as they actually, from July 1st on, they were playing great baseball.
Okay, Schwarber for Jim. Lindor should be Chad's.
And I think he demands having this job because
either that one was yours, Chad, or you had a Topps Chrome. I can't remember which one it was. Whichever one is not in our list, so we'll get to it later just to verify. Let's do it off the back here. Come on.
He went into this season as a lame duck manager and performed beyond expectations, taking that team all the way to the World Series. And people
That one's ours, little Starling Marte.
Are you kidding me?
But Chad already has rights to it. 9.5, on the Marte. That's a beauty. Purple 2012 Sterling.
He made the wrong move. Like this guy makes the right move and gets criticized for it. Absolutely not.
I'm going to add that in here.
Well, contract's only for, what, $1 million a year, so it's not the kind of contract the Mets are going to keep around if it seems like Collins is the
They still have to pay Bobby Bonilla for the next 3 decades.
there's that.
13. That's a good number today. 13. Leading the way for Flashy, Blackstone, and Fagan. We're taking a break. Buy ourselves next. Woody Page, you got to get to the dog track.
Okay, Marte. And our stack, or Jim's, whichever one that is. Go Braves! I think that's one of yours, Stacy. Hirsch. 8.5 on the edges, 9 around. Mint 9. And like I said, if you want that broke out, just let me know. And I will snap it for you. 1 out of 10. That's a pretty sweet looking card.
Find everything a gentleman needs at our Veterans Day sale. Get up to 70% off a huge selection of
Stacy.
sweaters and underwear. Plus save 50% on all dress
Okay.
shirts, ties, and accessories.
Chase Valet Red 9510. That was Otto. Well, Mark. Otto / Mark. 9510 on the red. Very nice.
Be ready to enter with Infinity.
One of the reds
Now
at least,
January
Jim.
4th, lease the Infinity Q50 for $309 a month.
It's easy to buy insurance and forget about it. But the more you learn about your coverage, the more gaps you may find. Like how you thought you were covered for this,
It's a profound statement.
but you're not even covered for this.
It's a profound statement.
Okay.
Or how you may be covered for this.
That was Mark. I think that was your only card. Yep, only card for Mark.
Gaps should be hiding in your coverage.
Mr. Veltri. Jose Rano, and that is Black Static. 9.59 on the auto. Ah, they got us. If that one's ours. Alex, that was either ours or yours. I think that was one we bought from you, maybe. Let's see. Let's see.
They are his purpose. This is your game. Knicks, Cavs at 8. Clippers, Warriors.
Rondon Static. Nope, that was Daniel. Rondon out of 15. 9.5 gem mint, but you got a 10 or a 9 on the auto.
Dear Jim,
So they got you on that, Daniel.
welcome to Boston. You're one of us now. Your new in-laws, Debbie and Bill.
Okay, Daniel. You almost everybody has a stack now. Rondon out of 15. Red.
Go to NFLshop.com.
The government doesn't care. And they do
Fujikawa, 9.510. That one's ours. We had a bunch of these Asian autos in here. Fujikawa, 9.510. 2 10s on the subs. These were sent right out of the Topps redemptions. Bellinger 9.510. I believe that is Tyler that had that Bellinger base. 2 Bellinger base autos. Is that the base? Yeah, that's a base. There you go, Tyler. A 1 for 1, my man. I think you already saw your grades, anyways. Ryu, that one's ours. 9.510 with a 10 on the centering. I think we have 3 of these in here. I think I'll wait and take a picture of all those at once to post. Okay, Oliveira 9.510. I want to say that is Tyler again. That was from that crazy Dodgers break you had. 2 for 2, Tyler. 2 for 2.
Edition of Buy or Sell. The Pelicans, they're 0-4. I've had a lead just 10 minutes total this season. Anthony Davis looks lost, and now he's the offense.
There it is, Stacey. That is awesome.
Not that much concern, Tony.
Yes. Very good? Are you kidding me?
The absolute best team on the planet.
How is that how is that even very good? It should be very poor.
Time to get it installed, they'll be fine.
Very good should be like a 6 or a 7.
No.
It's terrible.
He gave his Warriors a chance
8.5 centering, 6.5 edges, 6 corners, surface 2. Good, very good, right?
The last 10 teams in the NBA to start
My God.
didn't make the playoffs, Bill. And it's going to take Alvin Gentry time. He has coached in the past, Bill, as you know, with teams that are guard-centric. This is a team that's center-centric, and it's not going to work out as well. It's going to take a lot of time for it to work.
You think they're not
Big money, big money.
Well, that's true, but the 06
We'll post that in. I'm going to tag you so you can explain the story on it.
06-07 was the one team that did overcome that 0-4.
God, that's hilarious.
Great players. Some adjustment is going to be made here, and you cannot overlook the fact that Bill pointed out they played the Warriors, for goodness sakes.
Play again? How about you?
I'm concerned for them because in the Western Conference, if they start 0-4, or as it looks for the Hawks tonight, if they start 0-5, that's really tough to overcome
Okay, so you're
in
with
that
Woody.
conference. But I'm not worried about Gentry's offense. I'm not worried about Davis figuring out. This is a career 52% shooting.
Population 1. That's right.
They're going to figure it out. The question is, are they going to figure it out in the
I love
next
it.
weeks to be able to make up that ground in the Western
Oh, dear Lord, that's hilarious. Okay, Fisher, 9-5-10.
Locally, the reviews.
Fisher man.
G and Ryan
Let's see, who had the Fisher? Who had the Fisher? Potentially could have been ours. I'm not positive.
Buy or sell the move.
Trout, Bucks and Gold, Warner, Dave B. I don't see any Fisher there. I think the Fisher is ours unless it was Tyler's. Yep, I think that was our Fisher. I think that's the one we bought off you, Alex. I believe. Yeah, that was the lowest grade. We always do a minimum 9 anyways, Joe. The Oliveira Purple got a 9. That was Tyler. Unfortunately. 9s all around. No 9-5s. Oliveira Purple for Tyler. Move some of these guys only had 2 cards out of here.
I don't buy that he's the reason, but I buy that still he
Buxton, that's a sweet card. Green. 9-5-10. Danny, that one was yours. Buxton Green.
He's not a bad QB, so somebody had to go.
It's a nice card.
One more week with a new offensive coordinator here.
Rookie Refractor Auto at a 99. That's the only one I put in a note to my BGS guy that card was to be graded regardless. There's also another one that got there's another one that got stuck with an 8.5. There's 2 that actually graded 8.5. So I'm gonna email my guy. Watch Stacy. They just post that so they can see the rest of the cards as they come out. Buxton Green is nice.
I don't know if he has to be fired, but it certainly needs to be questioned.
It's a fireable offense when your career record is 3-20. Perhaps if that number was a little different, maybe they overlooked the mistake he made with Mariota. But at this point, with that on top of the very poor record, yeah, it's a fireable offense.
Yeah, he's a CEO.
Buxton up there.
Damaged his chief asset.
Danny, very nice. Buxton. Make sure I cross that off the list. Buxton gone. All right.
Tony, remember, I'm the first.
Nottingham Green got a 9-5-10. I believe that one was Alex Nottingham Green, or is that one ours? That one is not ours, not Alex's. We'll get there. Let's see, is it Tyler?
Next year. Yes, it was a fireable offense because here's a guy that used to work with Kurt Warner and Ben Roethlisberger. He doesn't know how to deal with quarterbacks that are stars.
No, Joe E. Joe Elcher, I did not get to your Winston yet. Nope, it's still in there, brother. And by the way, did you get the replacement Winston patch that we mailed you like weeks ago? Just wanted to make sure you got that. I think the Nottingham Green is ours. Was that maybe a regrade, Alex, that we sent in? No, Alex isn't even in here. I don't know why I'm talking to him. I almost think that one is one we bought off you and sent back in. Nottingham Green. Fred Lewis! 9/5/10. I can't believe that card graded. That one was ours. I just threw it in there for whatever. Just threw it in there for whatever. 2 10s on the subs. 9/5 corners. Surface 9. Had some scratches on it. 25 out of 25 on that. Okay, Lindor 9/5/9. Whitney. No, not Whitney. Let's see who had that one. Lindor. B-Chrome Tyler. That was you. 9/5/9 on that.
Not everyone can be a professional golfer.
I think I may have kissed someone's bumper a tad there. So, we're playing from the tip?
Very nice.
Take money on car insurance with Geico.
No, we lost yours, Joe. USPS lost it, and what I did is I bought you one that was 2 levels higher. You had your patch was out of 50 or out of 75, I think. So I bought you a sick one off eBay. It should have been out of 25. It was a jumbo patch. Lindor was Tyler. Where's Tyler? There he is. 9 on the auto for that Lindor. Fulte at 9.5 with a 9 auto. That was either Stacy or Alex. I think it was Alex. Fulte, Alex. So good grade, poor grade on the auto. A little Fulte for you. It's like half a point, Alex. Austin Nola Carbon Fiber 9/5/10. Let's see whose that was. Nice subs, 9/5s and a 10. 3 out of 10 on the Nola. Let's see. Let's see. Dave B had a Nola orange. I think the Nola was in ours. We'll find out at the end. The Nola 9/5/10. Okay, we got a 9/5/10 on a Matt Reynolds. That one was ours.
Do you like nuts?
9/5/10. Joe, if you have any interest in this kid, let me know. Not a premium. That would be cool. This is one of our Darvishes, 9.5, 9 on the auto. I think that was the only one that got a 9 on the auto. I think the rest got 10s. There should be 2 more of those in there. It's a little Darvish love. Lucas Sims got a mint 9. Is that yours, Stacy? That was one of yours. Just shoot me a text message later, Stacy, and let me know if you want me to bust these out for you or what you want to do. That's a decent grade for an Aflac. But if you're like me, you can't stand 9, so I think that was your last disappointment. I think the rest of your cards were 9/5s. Let me mark that one down. Sims for Stacy. Have to knock down the Zimmer Chrome. There we go. Bust it like rhymes. That was Daniels, Cyborg rookie. Mint 9, decent grade for that. That was grade tough. 9 on the auto is kind of rough. It does come off the sticker, but only a little tiny bit. Rough on that, Dan. Might deserve a regrade, but then you're playing right into Beckett's palms. Yeah, I figured you'd like that one a heck of a lot better, Joe. The first one, I could not figure out what happened to it. I checked our shipping records and it just disappeared. And you had said that you didn't get it yet, so I was just like, yeah, we're just gonna replace that, man. I knew you'd be happy with that. All right, one of our Kumas, 9/5/10. Loving the grades on these Sterling Asias. Nice Kumas. Really hard to get 9/5s on those. Okay. Mike Poppy, green auto, 9/5/10. That is Tyler. Nice grade on that. 10 on the centering, 9/5s around, 9 on the corners.
or be happy that his team gets a W.
You arrived here, Cyborg. That was 1 out of 99 on the Poppy for Daniel.
They know what he's gonna say. They're like, "Hey, coach, we got this. We know."
There you go, Stacy. I was worried about this card. Very glad it gemmed for you.
This is the reason. The players and coaches.
Necro 101 gold inscription auto. Or not inscription. Induction. Cool card. I was a little worried about the surface, but that's awesome. It cleaned up at least to a 9. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. Let me get a clean picture of that. I'll post that one in there too.
Actually went out and won the FaceTime in the last 3 seconds. There you go, buddy.
13 years. Unbelievable. Today is Around the Horn's 13th anniversary.
All right.
From a show of yelling sports writers. 13 years later, we're a show of, well, yelling sports writers. But we have grown up, grown together. 13 years ago, I had hair, the Lakers were good, and there was not yet a gate built around my community. That's all changed. I want to congratulations to Eric.
Beautiful. Wicked tough. Wicked tough. All right, Stacy.
Keeping us honest and apologizing for Woody and everything you said.
Necro Gold. Oh, what's up next? Little Frank Thomas Sapphire. I love this card. Did not grade well though. Corners, and we knew the centering was atrocious on that. Let's see, whose was that? Frank. Is it Dave? No, it wasn't Dave. Somewhere up here. Frank Thomas. Wasn't Alex. Wasn't Jeff. There it is, David O at the Frank Thomas out of 10.
Thank you, everybody.
Happy Hour is presented by Johnny Walker. Please drink responsibly.
Pardon the interruption, but I'm Mike Wilbon. It is National
That's another boo right there.
Day, Tony. Let's stress me out right now.
I'm Tony Kornheiser, nothing. Way too drunk.
You are not drinking on the job.
You're not on the job, before the
As
job.
soon as we get to 6 o'clock Eastern,
Right,
follows up in
right. And during the break. And during the long commercial break. Yeah. Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. In today's episode, the Colts fire their OC. Arizona State is proudly stealing signals. And Wilbon's Bulls laid down like dogs last night.
All right, David.
We begin today with last night's big reveal of the top 4.
We are maybe a third of the way into this. There's an Albies 9510 refractor. That was you, Stacy. So the Albies gemmed up for you. I want to say we had one of these in here too, but I think ours was a base. I think Albies 285 out of 499 was you, right? Yeah. Okay, I have it written right there. 285 out of 499. I think we have one too, so that one is definitely yours out of 499. Gem. Stacy, I think you have one card left. It's marked a Cabrera Gold. I think that's all I have written, anyways. Amir Garrett 910 on a Bowman base. That was either Tyler or Dave B. Garrett, Tyler, that's all you. Mint 9 on the Garrett.
When it gets to be my turn,
Tyler, there you are.
I was surprised by Clemson being number 1. I understand they
Okay, Frazier Mint 9. 10 centering. Corners and surface killed it. 9s and 9s.
Carolina State, they gave up 41 points. They scored a lot of points, they gave up 41.
Boo.
So I think what the committee has basically said is we're going to treat you this year.
12 out of 150 on the Frazier.
If you go through undefeated, you're in.
That one was ours. We had a bunch of Fraziers because we got a bunch in.
I was surprised. Notre Dame at 5.
There's another Frazier, 910.
They were down to the end with
2 Frazier Boos. And I'm pretty sure the rest of ours did okay. Alright, here's a Bellinger 9.510. I believe that's Tyler's. That's his second one. Bellinger base auto. The first one got a 9. That one's a 9.5.
Baylor and TCU, because I understand the strength of schedule. And it's back in.
Is marked up for Tyler.
If somebody goes through 3-0 in that,
you would think that in all these teams can't be if they all go to
Okay, Grant Holmes 9.510 on the gold. Very nice card. Let's see whose that was.
All the Pac-12 opponents aren't any good, and as soon as you play in the SEC, you're good here. That's what the committee is doing.
Almost think it was ours, but I want to make sure.
Last night, and I don't want the phrase show. They could have strung you out from 7 to 8. They could have had to
Peterson Bellinger, Peterson Blue, Correa Springer Martinez Canary, Nottingham Blue. That one was ours. That's a nice one. I can't remember.
Alabama has earned at this point a top 4 ranking because they have not.
I said I thought LSU. You said 1. That's right. That's right. Could be wrong.
By the way, you studying to be a programming executive now? Is that what you're doing?
I need another career after doing this with you.
Another career after doing this with you.
Indianapolis.
Okay, Holmes. I'm going to put that in our stack for now. I'm pretty sure that one was ours. Gaddis 9.510. You guys know who that one's for. Don't even have to ask. Alex, I want to say that was your lone. That's, wow, really good subs, man. Corners and edges 10s, 9.5 centering. Just missed on the surface.
I don't think the problem is Pep Hamilton. I think the problem is Andrew Luck. I will tell you that.
Nice Gaddis. That is 62 out of 100. That is the. What was that? The Twitter exclusive or something? The Twitter refractor? I can't remember. Something like that. So you actually got 2 9.5s. You got the Fulte as well. But 9 auto kind of killed it. There's a Nola 9.510. That would be, let's see, Dave B at a Nola Orange. Let's see here. Aaron Nola base auto.
He just talked in very plain terms without a ton of analytics about Andrew Luck.
Stanton, Bernie Gold, Correa, Fernandez, Flaherty May. We'll have to come back to this one. I don't remember if I had this or if somebody else did. I think that's the one it was, Stacy, the Mystery Redemption, yeah. So I think that Nola is ours for the time being. We'll go through the master list at the end, though. There's one of our nice Darvishes, 9.510. I think we have 2 more of those on the way. No way to put it in order. You don't know how they're going to stack them in here. That's one of the question marks. We had a minimum 9. This one just snuck through. Yeah, that's awful. 8.5. Was that Alex's? Or Danny's? Or neither. Shelby Miller. Let's see. Shelby. That may have been one that we snuck in there just to see if we could get lucky. Yeah, that's ugly. Ugly. That's going in the crack out list for sure. This one was disappointing too. Trout, we had the jersey number 27 out of 50. You only got a mint 9. Surface 8.5. Surface was ugly. This guy.
No. Pac-12 should start by telling Utah, Oregon, and Washington State to shut up. Okay? They're stealing.
Scroll on out of here.
I asked my trainer this morning, John Atherton, who coached at the University of North Carolina.
That would have been a beautiful card if it gemmed.
And was there for a couple of years, I think. And he talked about the need, because everybody's going to know John Atherton's name. He talked about the duty to steal signals. This is what you're to do. You are to look at the other team and figure out what you can from an opponent and get that to your coaches and your play callers. That's what you're supposed to do. So what's the problem here?
I'm pretty sure that I'm a Luddite and an idiot, and I'm pretty sure you are too. The sport that we grew up in is baseball. Yeah. Baseball assumes you're going to steal signs, so they have other signs. They change the signal. When a guy is on second base, they go for the catch.
Okay, that trout was ours.
People are accusing ASU of filming and stealing.
It's another Ryu for us, 9.510. Can you tell we broke a lot of Sterling Asia? Can you tell? Pat Light, there it is, Daniel. There it is, the Pat Light Japan. My man, coming to a PC near you. Larry said I should put a little Velcro on this and put it up on the wall. I think I might. That's pretty damn funny, dude. 10 centering, bruh. Surface 9. Pat freaking Light, man. Pat Light. Can't beat it. Woo! One of our Ryus got a 10. Damn. Pristine, no black label, 9.5. On the corners. His mom will totally want that. Look, according to Daniel, he's pretty decent.
And most of them will want to wear said ring on the nose of my dear friend Glenn Doc Rivers, who seems just fine antagonizing the Warriors. Tony, it's only 77 games to go after this win. Yeah. But isn't there something extra on the line tonight?
Just a second, just checking comments here, making sure I don't miss anybody.
Is there something extra? These are 2 undefeated teams, so there's extra in that.
That's a nice card. That is a nice card. Oh yeah, that'll be shipping overseas for sure, man.
He can say that. He said the Warriors got lucky because they didn't have to play the Clippers. And I realized, I went back in the record books to see how many times the Clippers had won the title. And how many times the Clippers had been to the Western Conference Final. Because I knew it would be at least, 0. So if there's going to be antagonism between these two teams, and it's going to last all year, good. It is good. Good. And it's not the context.
Alright. I think there's 2 or 3 10s left. Something like that. Longoria Pink got a 9.510. Was that Whitney? It wasn't Whitney? Who sent a Longoria in? Let's see here. Let's just take a look. I thought for sure that was Whitney. Nope, that was Dave Abak. Dave who? Longoria Pink. Nice card, man. 14 tribute. Pretty nice subs. 9 on the surface, the only down. My business goes elsewhere. You don't want to see it every day up on the wall? Dave B. Nice little Longoria there. Oh, about halfway through here. Wow, Jacob May, pristine. Whew. It's another 10 that just missed. That one is ours. Half a point from Black Label. Damn surface. Damn surface.
Doesn't seem to be making defense the same priority. The Bulls lost by 25, and Derrick Rose had a grand total of 4 points. That gives him
post this one in there.
Points in the last 3 games. That's not great. Aren't you concerned about all of this?
Not all of this. Derrick Rose doesn't make any difference right now because he's seeing 2 rims at least.
Can I ask you, why is he shooting the ball?
Right? That'd be nice to have a 10 stack, man.
He's seeing 2 rims.
Derrick Rose is the problem. Derrick Rose will give him 100.
How many fingers am I holding up?
They gave up 100.
Okay, so we got 3 10s so far to our name. Another Bellinger. That is a refractor. That was Tyler. Bellinger refractor. 9.510. 9.5 times 3. Surface on the 9. Little gem. That was 313 on a 499 for reference. Big Dodgers break for you, man. Nola Orange. Beautiful card. Gemmed. That was Dave Bach. That was Dave Bach. Daniel, you did send in the May. I have the same card. Yep, that's yours, man. So that is your 10. Very nice. Let me put that in your pile. I would have caught it at the end. I'm just kind of going faster. I don't know if I sent in the same card on this. I guess we'll see. We'll have to compare numbers if I did. Yeah, no auto grade. It's on the back though, Joe. Just kidding. That just means they ran out of the things. I've been told that before. It's weird. Yeah. Dave Bach. He posted that one. That's a beauty.
What did Tibbs coach? Defense. Tibbs was sort of Buddy Ryan. So you stand up there and you say, remember that thing you did last year? Do it again. Because what we're doing now stinks. Let's take a break. Why are we yelling? Coming up with the last Jaws, how much Vernon Davis is really going to help Peyton Manning, I think, a lot.
Same here, man. I hate it when they do that. I hate it.
We don't think that about Michael Jordan. It's been a while, but nobody's sitting there going, "Oh, what was us? We're not New York or Boston. We don't do that."
You know what? You ought to be. No, we don't. You ought to be. 95 Carter.
All right, Dave B. Dave who? Where you at? There you are. You got Longo and your Nola Orange. Let me mark those down. Longo, Nola Orange. All right. Mauricio Cabrera. There's your last one. 4 out of 50, and it gemmed. There you go. Halfway through, still got plenty of slabs to go.
Only you believe in 1 week fantasy football on draft.
It's a nice card.
He can be the difference.
Gemmed up.
Trust your numbers.
And I think that is it for yours. You had 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let me put you on the other side since that one's.
Who's going to play? This is DraftKings. Welcome to.
Everybody else has a couple cards. David O is all set. Daniel, you got a couple cards. Nice card, by the way, Daniel. That May. Totally thought that was mine. Gaddis Gold. That was Alex. Alex, I told you not to send this in, but you wanted to anyways. Mint 9. Hey, you did get a 10 on the centering. You got every subgrade. 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10. That's pretty funny. Gaddis Gold. 3 out of 50 on that. That one is ours, and it didn't black label. Buxton out of 99 from Inception. Buxton Green. Man, we just keep missing black labels.
It's back. T-Mobile's most popular family plan. Now get 4 lines, each with up to 10 gigs of 4G.
Daniel, are you on Facebook? I have a buyer for that, Jacob May.
It's 10 gigs for all. Only from T-Mobile.
If you're on Facebook, let me know. I'll tag you in. You can probably sell to this guy right now. Yep. All right, Buxton, nice card.
Bears Chargers at 8:10 Eastern, Monday on ESPN.
Dear Kim and David, here's a little something for our new granddaughter. Congratulations. Love, Cheryl and Ron.
Dear David, yes, her right, Dad.
Sounds good, Stacy. You don't use it? There's a lot of buyers on there. No worries. Do you want me to give him your contact info or anything? That Buxton was ours, by the way, if anyone's interested. Alright, Joe E. There's your Jameis, buddy. Joe Elchert. A long-awaited wait, but it got a 9.5. Gemmed up, and 10 on the autograph, too.
Bro time. Dance off.
Very nice.
A cake and a hot date away. You can earn a free pizza after just 6 online orders.
Which email do you want me to give him? Just post it for me. I'll copy and paste it to him. I'm going to get a picture of this Winston. Nice card, Joe E.
Crazy skills. Crazy fun.
This is his time. This is your game. Knicks Cavs at 8. Clippers Warriors at 10:30. Tonight on ESPN and streaming live on Watch ESPN. Presented by State Farm.
Welcome back to Pardon the Interruption, presented by Johnny Walker.
I'm going to post that to him right now.
Ron Jaworski entered the film vault late Sunday night. He has only just emerged after 67 hours to tell us what he's seen.
Good.
And to use the bathroom. We welcome Jaws. I'm going to start with Vernon Davis being traded from San Francisco to Denver. And feel free to call me an idiot when I make this analogy. I think this could be for Denver what Yoenis Cespedes was for the Mets. Can completely turn the offense upside down and be very important for Peyton Manning. Go ahead and tell me I'm an idiot.
I've got Joe Elchard on Ustream. That was his Jameis.
Vernon Davis will help the Denver Broncos, not to the extent that you talked about. Here's a guy that ran 4.38 coming out of college. He doesn't run that anymore. He's a 10-year veteran. Father Time has caught up.
Just refresh everything.
Back into my office this morning, Tony, after you called and said you wanted to talk about Vernon Davis. And I looked at a couple of games, the Seattle game. Cliff Averill actually covered him, a linebacker on a wheel right up the sideline. The speed is no longer there. Then I plug in the tape against the Rams last week, and I see Mark Barron on him when he split out wide. He runs by Mark Barron. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to get out of Vernon Davis in Denver. But one thing I do know with Peyton
Manning
in football,
Jameis.
acceleration and
Hey, you got it, buddy.
is still there.
I'm just glad after that long wait it came back as a gem. Like I said, we're never going to do a long sub like that again. I'm going to stick to the old 10 days. Correa Green. Wow, 2 10s on that sub. 9-5. Corners were the only 9. Correa Green. Let's see, whose was that? Correa Green was Mr. Bach. Mr. Bach. So close.
One is a bye week.
So close.
In that bye week, and it had a little zip on the ball when he was throwing it. Number 2, a quarterback's second best friend is a running game. The running game came back to the Denver Broncos. And on the play-action passing game, Peyton was 6 of 9, 153 yards. And all of a sudden you get those linebackers vacating the middle of the field.
I have not seen a black label yet. I know there's at least a couple more 10s we got to find. I'm hoping.
He was 12 of 14.
I am hoping. That's the other 8.5. That one was Alex's, the Nottingham Blue. That's gross. The edges, yeah, had issues on the... Where was it? One bad corner and it had something wrong. Was it the front? Yeah, the front foil over there. The Duke of Nottingham. So that was your last card, I think, Alex? Alex's first disappointing sub. The Cooney Twitter exclusive, 9.5 gem for Danny, 2 out of 10. Put that down, Cooney out of 10, that's all you. Little PC love for you. Jeff, you have a Yasmani Tomas Blue. I haven't seen it yet. It's in here, though. It's in here, brother. Laura, 9.5, little gem. Obviously, the autograph was awful on that. Whitney, that one's yours. 959. Whitney. There you
As I talked about Andy Dalton all season long, we've seen a quarterback grow up from the physical standpoint.
There's a gem, Bradley Zimmer Sterling. I believe that one is ours. Let me just double check. I was positive that one is ours. Yep, that one is ours.
You know, the game is 10-6, and he throws 2 bad interceptions in the fourth.
A large stack going there.
This is where the old
Pristine, Fraser, Japan. It's another one of ours. 10 out of 25. That's got Greg Nemo written all over it.
And makes a great throw, a stick throw to AJ.
Greg Nemo written all over it. He'll sniff that one out.
From the mistakes that he makes, and obviously he expects a win in the playoffs this year. That'll erase all the doubts and change the narrative.
Let me go to this game because it's a division game. They tend to be closer than other kinds of games. It's the Browns against
Pristine.
the Bengals.
My God.
Big favorite, 11-point favorite.
We get so damn close. So close to Black Label. Joe, your Bradley Gold did not snuff up. Mint 9. 8.5 on the corners is what held it back. Corners looked excellent to me with maybe a little, there's a little tear and wear.
Carlos,
Top two.
Geno Atkins inside. They collapse the pocket. This is going to be a tough night for the Browns.
That card was very nice when we sent it in. I smell a little foul play there, man. That's the only corner that I see. You can see the white right on it. Looks like they jammed it into something. So the Bradley Gold, your other two, I think you had a 9 and 9.5, right? Yeah, so 1 for 3 on the sub for you. That's your last one. Bradley Gold. That's disappointing. Put that on the side. Okay. Ryu and Darvish out of 35. Dual auto. 10 on the centering, 9s across everywhere else. That one, let's see, who was that? That was either us or... Wasn't Joe, wasn't Dave, Jim, Joey, Doug, Otto, nope. Fernandez, Correa. Martinez, Correa, I think that one was us. Darvish and Ryu duel. 2 out of 35 on that. Not up to snuff. Still a nice card, though. Alright, Jock Peterson, 9.9. That was Tyler. Peterson Bowman rookie auto.
Like half a classic turkey sandwich for $6.
Couple messages. Hold on a second.
Or a double cheeseburger for
Daniel, I got that guy your contact info, so let me know if he writes to you. Peterson, where are we looking here? Who's a Peterson? Tyler. 9.9. 9.99. Machado, 9.5. 9 on the auto. Ah! Kills me. Good subs. 10, 9.5s. Little gem action. What's up, Lauren? How are you? 9 auto. Oh, drives me nuts. That was our Machado.
romantic moments can happen spontaneously.
I'm good.
So why
I'm
pause
good.
to take a pill?
There's a Yasmani Tomas blue auto. That was Chris. Got a 9, man.
It's the only daily
Surface 8.5, and nothing else was even close. 9s all around. The Tomas blue rookie auto. Yeah. This is all from our latest submission. 145 out of 150 on the Tomas. That was... I just said it. Chris.
Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden
Chris A.
or any symptoms of allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis.
Woo!
Why pause a moment?
That's a beauty.
Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use.
Buxton Pristine 10. That was Chad. Buxton Gold. Congrats, Chad. Pristine 10, my man. That's a beauty.
$30 a line. It's 10 gigs for all. Only from T-Mobile.
Let me mark that.
Coming up on SportsCenter, Tony Romo
Pop it into the thread here.
How did the Cowboys quarterback look?
Daniel, do you have any idea of a starting price for that Jacob May?
Jalen Rose breaks it down, and a ride-along with Nick Saban. That's right. Stay tuned.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal on cars, trucks, and SUVs.
It's friends and neighbors pricing, and for a limited time, we're letting everyone in on this deal. That doesn't happen every day.
And you can see a low price at Ford.com.
There it is. And that's the low price you would pay.
It's that easy. You don't have to negotiate. It's hassle-free. It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
That's a sweet looking. Chad's gonna be happy with that.
$178 in total savings.
Definitely.
Selling brand. It's an
Alright, there's another Darvish 9.5 with a 9 auto that time around. No, the turkey's not a perv. The turkey's alright. It's alright. Alright, alright. We have 10 centering, 9 5s all around, and 9 on that auto because Darvish doesn't know how to sign. Kills me. Kills me, man. Pristine 10. Another one. My God. No black labels. I think that might be the last 10. There might be one more, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there is one more that could potentially be a black label. That one is ours as well. Henry Owens Blue Sterling 10-10.
Drink responsibly. Part of happy hour.
Daniel, you don't have any idea? Okay, he just asked me, so I'll just tell him. No clue, man. I got a bunch of messages. I'm going to take a second to answer these.
At some point, he may become age duty. You like that hip reference, Wilbon?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, as Sean Combs, to his clothing and his vodka, his net worth is estimated at over $700 million.
He just strikes me with that pose we saw at courtside somewhere. That he wakes up every morning, counts his money, and says,
"Good to be me," is what he says. Happy anniversary, Doug Martin. On this day 3 years ago, the muscle hamster went for a Bucs franchise record 251 yards and 4 touchdowns in a win over the Raiders. It seems as though Tampa Bay hasn't won since, and Martin wants to change his name from the hamster to the Duggernaut. Stupid move.
They haven't won since. They're 3-4. They should be 4-3 if they held on to the 100-point lead they had over the Redskins that they blew.
I'm not counting those games.
Oh, okay.
Having trails unbeaten Toledo. As of about 7:20 p.m., Toledo was 8-0 and had just cracked the college football playoff rankings at number 24. By midnight, they received their first loss of the season from Matt
Caught up.
Northern Illinois. NIU has beaten Toledo 6 straight times. Maybe they should be ranked.
No, they've lost 3 times this year. That's my number 2 team for Northern Illinois. By the way, you didn't say congratulations to me for the
Oh, you made the rankings.
Wildcats.
21, right?
21. Absolute college football playoff ranking.
No errors today. Yeah.
Brian, excellent comment in the thread.
Let's go to the big finish. Let's do it. Oilers rookie star Connor McDavid is expected to be out months with a broken left clavicle. Is that a big loss for the NHL?
It's always very sad. I'm not going to say it's a big loss for the NHL. People haven't seen him yet. He had no impact on the league yet. He will.
Yeah, it's, well, you have to be in the group, Daniel, so I have to add you to the group first.
He ends up with the Dodgers, and he pitches the day after Clayton Kershaw, about 30 to 32 times.
So, link me to your Facebook, I'll add you to the group, and then you'll be able to see it. If you want to. If you don't want to link your Facebook, no worries, but that's the only way I can get you in.
I'm glad he's back and healthy and to contribute. Bucs Sixers. Tony Romo threw in practice today. Is that a big deal?
It's a very big deal. Okay? Look, the only chance Dallas has of making the playoffs is for Tony Romo to get back, or else they're going to lose 10 in a row without him. He's got to get back. Last one, Matt Ryan said today that a hot dog is not a sandwich. Do you agree or disagree?
A hot dog is not a sandwich. It's not. It's a hot dog.
A hot dog is a hot dog and a hamburger is a hamburger. This is in Latin. They call this sui generis.
What is it? Beef and Swiss cheese. That's a sandwich.
A lot of time. Trying to do better the next time, and I'm Tony
Just a
Porter.
second. The card not post. There we go.
Wendy Schlesinger shout out.
Another 10, man. Alright, perfect. Let me know when you're ready. I will add you in. This guy says he's got a huge, nice Buxton Red, 9.5. Gemmed up. Who had this? That was one of Joey's. He also had the Daniel Norris Super in here. Very nice Buxton Red.
I knew he was trailing, and I thought I could make a move back to the basket.
Double behind your back, knock it down.
You kind of get a little adrenaline rush, because those are kind of cool moments.
Someone like Chris Paul
You'll like this group, man. You can you'll be able to sell a lot of stuff in there. Well, it's not a selling group; it's a mail day group. But you'll meet people.
Welcome to Sports Center. I'm Lindsay Zarniak. We don't know what tricks Steph Curry may have up his sleeve tonight, but we know what you are going to get from us. Big news surrounding big stars in all sports.
Okay, that was Joey. He'll be happy with that.
Arriving at Quicken Lowe's Arena, taking this walk so confident.
I believe there's 110 left in the submission, if I counted correctly. Let's start over here. Oh, there's the Super. Daniel Norris, Super. 9.5, little gem action. That's your other one, Joey. 2 for 2 for Joey H. Beauty. I believe I pulled him that and the Buxton Red. I want to say it was the same box. I want to say. I'm not positive.
Per league rules, he was able to be back out there practicing today. Todd Archer is down in Dallas to give us the latest. First of all, Todd, where are you? You look like you're in a boardroom.
Not on the Hill, as usually, CB. Now in the media library, where every story has been written about this team since 1960.
All right, Joey.
Let me know. I'll look some stuff up.
Stealing the show, man. Buxton Red and the Norris Super. Joe, I would say, I don't even know if I responded, man. I would say, Okay, so you're not going to be on. All right, I will. Maybe I can get him to come into the room here. Peterson Blue, 22 out of 150. That one's not yours. Your Peterson Blue is 22 out of 150. Who had the other one? Maybe we had the other one. That's a 910. That's 36 out of 150. Let me see if anybody else had one. If not, that one was ours, and yours was the 22. Which is good. That means you probably got the gem. Let's see. Yep, I think that one was ours. We'll double check at the end. Let me tell this guy...
He might be one of the smartest guys in the NFL this week. He may also be one of the toughest. The Jets QB is expected to start Sunday despite a torn ligament in his left thumb. He's right-handed, practiced with the team today. He'll wear a glove on his hand for Sunday's game against the Jaguars. NFL insider Adam Kaplan is here. So Fitzpatrick tearing ligaments there in his non-throwing thumb. What are the concerns the Jets have about how he's able to do this week?
Well, Lindsay, when he tore the ligaments in his thumb against the Raiders, you remember he was out for most of the game, and then he had to come back because Geno Smith got hurt. The issue was...
Why did you delete it? Flaherty Green. Who had the Flaherty Green? Let's see. I don't know why that comment's hilarious, but it's very funny to me. Flaherty out of 99. That looks like Daniel. 97 out of 99. That's you. Flaherty Green. Yep, that's all you. 9-5-10. Nice card. We know who that's going to be going to. We know who that's going to be going to. Alright, Daniel. Got about the third left. There's another Fraser, 9-5-10.
So what they'll do is they'll go through the week. He's going to get a ton of
Sterling Auto.
A lot more than anyone expected weeks ago.
There is a Paul Richardson Contenders ticket gemmed up. Let's see. That was possibly ours. Pretty sure. Yeah, that one was ours. Paul Richardson. I got 10 on the center, 9 on the corners. The only downside. Hey, the autograph got a 10. I didn't think it would. Just block people, man. There's a lot of good collector groups on Facebook. I try to get you guys to join them all the time. Ryan Ripken, Red Wave out of 25. That's a 9-5. Old gem mint action. Just a wee bit. And like I said, we got about a third left here. There's one of the Trout mint 9s. That one was Whitney. So one of your Trout rookie cards. That is the paper. Mint 9. Too shabby. Ryan Ripken was yours? I had Ripken out of 25. I wasn't sure if that was Cal or Ryan Ripken. It's all good. I'll switch it at the end, bud. At the end, I'll go through everybody's individual list. Just make sure. So another gem for you. Actually, it's right here. I'll move it now. Another gem for Daniel. Are you, you're batting 1,000, aren't you? Ah, you're Cyborg. Your Cyborg got a 9. Well, that's a tough one anyways.
That's our mission right now. Just to get Andrew.
There's the other Schwarber. So, Jim, we had one, and you had one. They're both 9.5, so perfect.
We all know what he can do.
Beautiful.
We'll get there.
Did I put the other one in your pile? No, I didn't. So I'll put this one in your pile.
First of all, they played a game.
Sounds good, Daniel. I've got that guy coming in. That's all right. If he stops in and you left, you left. No worries.
When they list limited, they would have arrested him probably till Friday had this been.
Is what it is.
I'm not overly concerned about it because generally when you play a late night game, you're on a short week. You wouldn't have your quarterback out there on Wednesday, so not surprised he's a little bit banged up coming out of that game. Remember, he had the shoulder, a couple other minor injuries over the season. I'm not overly concerned about it, but again.
Both Schwarbers gemmed up.
It's not anything to get overly concerned about, but when Andrew left over,
yeah, that other one was way down at the end.
Okay, that's true, but Europe counters have said there anything.
Okay, another Frazier gem for us.
I don't think so, because again, he wouldn't be out there. Okay? He wouldn't be out there unless they thought he would go. Again, I'd be very surprised if there's any issue.
KB! That's nice. That was Dave Bach. Dave who?
The Colts, when you really look at
Beautiful. Beautiful.
last season. That's when the Colts had one of the best offenses in the NFL. They ranked 6th in scoring with the most passing yards in the league. This season, the Colts ranked 20th in points per game, 14th in passing, and they turned the ball over 2.4 times per game. That's second most, in fact, in the NFL. Well, we got the star power tonight. Steph Curry, Chris Paul, LeBron James, and Carmelo Anthony all in action. The Cavaliers,
Gotta get the KB in there.
4 games at home, and we find Chris Broussard there in Cleveland. Covering
Okay, that was Dave Bach.
LeBron,
Dave Bach? Dave who? Another 10. This one is Whitney. Whitney, you got 2 10s in this sub. Wow. Johnny Bench. Christine 10 again. Corners kept it from a black label. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that was the last one. The last 10. So again, we have another sub with no... no black labels. They avoid us once again. It's a hell of a card, though. That's 1 out of 5 on the number.
He was very diplomatic. He said both of them would be very important to him. He's always been a guy that's wanted to get his teammates involved, so the assist record does mean a lot. But he did not want to downplay the 25,000 points either. So other than that, it was just chatting about his family and his boys, and he tells me his son's a really good basketball player.
Which is scary.
Johnny Bench. So Whitney stole the show. Kind of 2 10s. Abreu in the bench. There's another Frazier. Gem with a 10 out of 75. 38 out of 75. Another one of ours.
But he knows that it's really about championships. And he said
Ernie Banks. That is a sweet card. That's badass. 81 out of 99. Whose was that? Banks out of 99. Dave Abak. That is sweet.
That's why he came back here. That's why he hasn't been involved with the front office, getting Kevin Love, getting J.R. Smith, and these other players. So he is incredibly motivated by that. Another thing that he's done because of that as well is you watch their offense this year.
Perfect surface on that, too.
A lot more. There's a lot more ball movement, a lot more player movement than there has been in the past where he's kind of dominated the
Mr.
ball.
Bach having a hell of a sub, too.
Has been able to convince him that, look,
Batting 1,000 so far, my man. I haven't seen anything come out yet. This is my own PC. It's a re-slab. If anybody has a 9.5, definitely looking to trade. A 10 on the auto.
Awesome. Hey, in that other game tonight, Warriors-Clippers, what piques your interest most about this matchup?
Well, Steph Curry is clearly the most exciting player in the league to watch, with all due respect to LeBron and Russell Westbrook and all these other great players in the league. He is on fire. It reminds me of when Barry Bonds was hitting all those home runs, and every time he stepped to the plate, you expect him to knock it out of the park. Every time he takes a three-pointer, whether it's from 24 feet or 28 feet, you expect it to go in. And so just watching him play anybody at this point is very exciting. But specifically the Clippers, we've seen him really take it to Chris Paul. We know last year he made Paul stumble. We've seen him dribble around and hit the three-pointer, not even looking at the basket against the Clippers. So it seems like Paul and that challenge of facing a guy who's really been regarded as the best point guard in the league for several years really gets Steph at the top of his game, which is scary considering how well he's already been playing.
Yes, it is. Chris Broussard covering the Cavaliers and the Knicks. Thank you, Chris.
Oh, Tebow.
Marty Smith on a ride-along today, and the Bama head coach shared a crazy story about a shotgun.
Okay, Peterson Orange Gem. Quad 9.5s. That is Tyler. That one's a beauty, man. 17 out of 25 on the jock.
The best three-point shooter off the dribble I've ever seen. What a look from Curry. Curry put on the dribbling clinic. Play of the day.
What a play by Curry. People hanging all over me. Weaves in and out. No one pass over the shoulder.
Z-check. Play opportunity. Curry to fan out. Steph Curry is one bad
Man. Hey, what's up, Troy? Okay, that it?
That'll do it.
Excuse me.
Hey, man.
Huge fan, man.
Oh, thank you.
All the touchdowns and the wins and
Yeah, you know, I don't like to dwell on the past, but thank you.
It's the same freaking thing I said.
I dwell on the past.
I would too.
I don't blame you.
Okay.
As long as you are you, it's Miller time.
Sick of the same old Christmas movies?
Okay, so the jock went to Tyler.
On November 20th, the guys who
I'm gonna go ahead and flip these over here. It's only a matter of time until they start to fall. Let's get the no grades out of the way here. There's all the no grades. Not too many no grades.
try this one.
Okay, let's get these out of the way. First no grade was the Kershaw rookie for Daniel.
We're all familiar with this. Axe Daily Fragrances. But what you wouldn't have seen is this. Axe
Kershaw rookie did not meet the minimum grade. I don't know why that's scrubbed out there, but whatever. Daniel, where are you? There you are.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt.
The other Peterson Blue, that one must be ours.
After all, that's exactly what we do.
Yep, 22, no, Tyler, 22 out of 150 was yours. 22 out of 150 did not meet minimum. Looks like there's actually a chip right there that you can barely see.
Plus get 1 year of Sirius XM satellite radio. Welcome to the show.
Slide that back in ever so slightly. So that is your Peterson Blue. So the other Peterson Blue is ours, I believe. Tyler, let me mark that down. Peterson Blue out of 150. A couple other no grades. The Tony Fernandez did not. Wasn't up to snuff for Dave Bach. Carlos Martinez Canary. Let's see, was that Danny? Or was that somebody else? That was Tyler. That card was not up to snuff. 1 out of 3 on the Martinez.
Thank you. Full disclosure, we forgot to come up with ideas.
We got messed up last night. You're lucky we're even here.
Couple other cards. The Tomas, Jeff didn't meet it, man. 2 out of 10. Didn't grade.
That's how I would have gone, but good.
I'll send that to you so you can check out why it did not.
Get rid of cable and switch to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Which one's in red, Lauren? So there's an issue on the back right there, it says.
You don't have to tweet a picture of the words that you wrote by hand.
Jeff, there you are. The Correa Springer did not grade for Tyler. Didn't grade. Let's see. 5-star Giancarlo Rainbow did not grade. Minimum 9. Front issues on the surface must be. Yeah, you can see the top corner. Little ding. So the Bigfoot auto out of 25. That was Dave Bach. Didn't hit the min. And the last card that didn't grade. Ah, the Bundy. The Bundy Affleck. I think that was Whitney. Bundy Affleck did not grade minimum. I think it's got to be sent to JSA Wit. There's no COA on it. Yeah. Bundy Affleck. Is Whitney 2 10s for Whitney? Ah, the Kershaw one. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, we got this stock right here to finish up, and that's it for the sub. Woo! Trey Turner took a spill. Okay, that was Danny, the Turner patch. Got a 9, brother. 8.5 on the edges, now an 8 on the case after it took a spill. Just kidding. 10 on the auto, though.
With Coach Saban from his home
Danny.
facility here at the University of Alabama. We talked about
Let's see, Tomas Green for Chris. That gemmed up.
but the most interesting thing that came
10 on the centering. 9 5s around, except for the edges. Tomas, and that was, let's see, where's the pile? Chris. Mint and 9 on the Jose Fernandez. I think that was ours. That was just a shot in the dark. Thought I'd try for a cheap gem. Pretty short. Just let me double check. Pretty sure that was ours, though. Okay, Tyler's all set. Dave Bach, you have 1 more card. 2 more cards left. Correa Gold. Bernie Gold. He shot in the dark from us. We got a Derek Hill. Mint 9 on the Silver Wave. Surface 9, centering 9 held it back. That one was ours, too. Jeff, did you see the Tomas? It did not meet the min, brother. Didn't meet the min. Derek Hill, and there's another 10. The other Derek Hill. The Red Wave out of 25. Pristine 10. That one was ours too. I didn't even realize we had another 10 left. Maybe there's another one hiding. Yeah, I agree though, Lauren. Those are beautiful.
Calling maybe a sports psychologist, sort of get a fresh outlook on, maybe how I can talk to the players that day, or how I can inspire something to get somebody to do a little bit better, job at what they're trying to do, whether it's getting ready for the game, preparing, practice, whatever it is. So,
Red Wave. We got a 9.5, couple 9.5s. Frazier and Lindor. Excellent subs on that Lindor. 10 centering.
getting ready for practice, and so this is sort of
And the Frazier as well.
not so much about
9.5, 10 centering, 9.5s all around. Just missed. But both gemmed up. I believe those are both ours. Let's see. We've got another Trout. There you go, Whitney. Got you another gem on a Trout. That's your other paper. Let's see. Trout rookie card paper. Cross it off the list. So you've got your Tebow RPA and a Chrome Trout left for Whit. Trout 9.5. I'll do a group picture of those once we have them all. Have them all out. Get that for Whitney. Okay, our Gallo Inception gemmed up with a 10 on the subs too for the surface. I'll take that. And Lizzie, I think that's your Correa short print. Yes, it is. Correa short print gemmed up. 10 on the centering. 395s. So that one was Lizzie. For return shipping, guys, will be $3 added on to your invoice, unless if you're in a break this week, it's free. So if you're in a break this week, no charge. That is our Arenado rookie, mint 9. I thought that could squeeze a gem, but nope. No, I don't think anyone's chatting. I'm just talking for the people that are watching the video later. Pretty much. Yep, just chatting to myself. Okay, Tebow, Whitney, your Tebow got a 9. 10 centering, 9.5 surface. Corners are what dinged it, 8.5. It's a nice Tebow RPA though. Very nice.
I'm a competitor who does not like to lose. Lindsay?
Marty, you've been around NASCAR.
Mark that one down. Tebow.
Compared to riding in a two-seater.
Right? I'm used to it. Well, you just got to put yourself in the mindset that people are watching the video later, so they want some entertainment, I guess. KB rookie. Oh, God. 10. How is the centering a 9 on that?
Thank goodness for that, Marty Smith. We appreciate your time and your creativity. Andrew,
my God.
Limited time to get ready for Sunday's game.
I don't see that. I do not see that. 9 centering.
He doesn't think this means anything serious because he would not be out there after having played a Monday night
Man.
game. Talked just
moment.
That's the first one that seriously stumps me.
I don't think the turnovers have anything to do with who the coordinator was. I mean, that falls on my shoulders and the mistakes. And so, you know, obviously I've got to clean that up if we're going to have a chance to succeed as an offense.
How tough is it to see a coach get fired over what is a performance on offense that hasn't been what you and everyone expected?
Yeah, it is tough. And, you know, as if you're playing well as an offense, you know, it probably doesn't happen. If you're winning games, it probably doesn't happen. So, not much you can do about it now, but move forward and try and win. You know, no sense, I guess, in sort of looking back. We've got to keep our heads down and grinding. And these are really good.
You don't have to, Lauren, unless you're a registered. Yeah, unless you're a registered seller, you don't have to do any of that.
Not looking back, it's looking forward, and we've got to find ways to neutralize Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware, and keep believing Chris Harris.
The only reason you have to do that, Whistler Purple, I think that was ours. Gem on the Whistler Purple. Like if you're registered as a business, you don't have to collect sales tax unless you're registered as a business. Couple more rookies from Topps Chrome. Pompey gemmed, Lindor gemmed with 2 10s. And another KB gemmed. These are all ours. Let's see, we got a Gallo that gemmed. Surface and edges.
Tony and Mike at PTI are with me now. Guys, is this the Derrick Rose?
Whitney got you another gem on the Chrome. Killed it. Killed it on your Trouts. 1-9, 2 gems. You had a hell of a sub, Whit. I think you're going to be very, very happy.
And I asked him the other day, what's the timetable for when you can
I'll do a picture of those for the Facebook thread, too.
And he said there's no timetable. It gets a little better every day.
The Bernie. Mint 9 for you, Dave Bach. Surface is what killed you. 8.5 on the surface. Let me mark that down. Bernie Gold. Bernie Gold. And your Correa Gold. Only got a 9 too. Corners, actually. Wow, that might be a regrade candidate. Pretty nice subs except for those corners. Let's take a look at them. Nope, they're pretty white. Yeah, no regrade. 10 on the auto though. Sick card, man. Just didn't hit it. Just didn't hit it. That I am. So Dave Bach, your sub started out great. Still pretty damn good, man. You got some really nice grades. Last couple cards. Tomas is a gem for Chris. So Chris, you were 2 for 3, but your autograph missed with a 9. Tomas. Let's see, that crosses you off the list. We got another Gallo short print that gemmed for us. Another Lindor, actually 2 Lindors. One got a 9. And the other one gemmed. Those are these short prints from Topps Chrome for anybody wondering. Matty Chapman. First rounder for the A's, Silver Wave, that gemmed. Silver Wave out of 25. That's a nice card. Trout, gemmed for Doug. Let me get a picture of that bad boy. Another 10, too. Who had a Urias Blue Wave?
Tony, more importantly, I didn't know you were a good basketball player.
Must be the Hayward underneath. Let me get a picture of the this one.
I was a failed athlete. Every sports writer is a failed athlete. That's the truest thing you've ever said. You start writing about it. That's how it works. Some fail later, some fail in college. The smart ones like me failed in elementary school. That's the gospel right there.
I don't believe you. Tony and Mike, PTI, thank you guys.
Thank you, Lindsay.
There have got to be photos somewhere. Coming up, we all know Steph Curry can shoot, but how does he compare to the greatest of all time, Jalen Rose?
Nice. Okay, Doug, that was yours, buddy.
And the next Chris Porzingis, 4th overall pick in this year's draft. So he's never faced LeBron James on the court. He suffered a strained neck Monday.
Go and sleeve that and just right on the outside, buddy.
Saying my long, flexible neck is fine. Clearly, he's fine. Listed as probable. Expected to be out there here. He is warming up.
Okay, the Trout Gallery of the Greats. Gemmed up for Doug.
Manziel is going to start for the Browns tomorrow. Is the job now his to lose? Find out next.
Hopefully, Johnny. Hopefully you play well. Last two cards in the entire sub. Danny, your Hayward Chrome 2010 got a 9. Corners dinged at 8.5. I thought the surface was going to doom you. There's some pretty nasty scratches on there. Salvaged a 9 out of that, though. That's Danny, and the last card is another 10. And I believe it was one that we sent in. Just let me double check. I don't see it in anybody's stacks here. Yeah, Urias Blue Wave. Another pristine 10, no black labels. I think we had 7 10s in this submission. No black labels, so they continue to avoid us. We'll slap that one up on the thread as well.
Refills gives Dave here up to a month of comfortable shaves, which is about this many, which is a lot. One refill up to 1 month of comfortable shaves. Gillette. I want to talk to you about training.
Okay, I'm going to go through everyone's list here and double check, make sure we're all set. I'll be right back. Ton of messages to answer.
So I was a head chef at 24. I won best new restaurant in the country at 31. I've published cookbooks, I've been on TV. I've relied on people every step of the way. I still do. I have to. So staying connected to those people, that's what makes me feel accomplished. They're people I connect with, that I'd sit at a table with. These are the people that I ride with every day.
You have an offer on the Zimmer? That's hilarious.
But what you wouldn't have seen is this. Axe Dry Spray Antiperspirant. Why are you touching your armpit?
I was just checking to see if it's dry.
Don't. That's weird. The first ever dry spray antiperspirant from Axe.
Michigan State, Nebraska, Saturday at 7 on ESPN.
How do you do the holidays? Do you pick a Christmas tree or put one together? Do you fill the yard with colorful lights or classic whites? Inflate it or hand make it? Do you go for high-tech bling or something evergreen? However you build cheer, the Home Depot is here. Let's do this. Light up your holiday with 100-count Christmas lights, just $2.50 each. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Wow. Time Warner Cable now lets you access 4 free Wi-Fi hotspots on one of the nation's largest secure networks.
They still got Wi-Fi.
And they can receive unlimited calls around the world with TWC Phone and the Phone to Go app.
Hey, Mom. We made it to the bed and breakfast. It's, great.
And the TWC TV app now lets you bring more movies and shows virtually anywhere. And your TWC ID unlocks it all. Discover how much more is included at no extra cost. Visit us online to learn more. Time Warner Cable.
Here's an offer you won't want to miss. Get a Yamaha Wolverine, Viking, or Viking 6 from just $10,999, plus as low as 1.99% APR and up to $1,000 customer cash. So see your Yamaha dealer today and take advantage of real-world savings.
Great side-by-side savings now at D&D Power.
You can't sell it. Yeah, you can't.
Just south of Carthage.
Freaking classic.
Great service.
Alright, I will be right back. And I gotta plug in my phone because it's gonna die.
Look deeply, can diagnose plays with the best of them. One looking left, puts it back to the middle, it's looking in the air, keeps ready, has the interception. As long as we got Captain America, Luke, all the keepers on our team, I like our eyes. That was all Rush and Roman Harper. He made a great play on the ball and I was in the right spot. I'm live. Panthers
huge to be able to say we're 7-0.
So Cam Newton has a short work week after Monday night's win against the Colts. The Panthers are perfect. They want to stay that way, but to do so, Newton and his crew are going to have to get past the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Cam Newton on the talent that will soon roll into his town.
Calm, cool, and collective under pressure. You know, having ability to carve up the defense in many ways, not only just throwing the football, but we're running them as well. His overall awareness of just getting the ball out. You know, I don't have to face him this week. I have, you know, my hands pretty much full, you know, with guys like Clay Matthews and Julius Peppers and, you know, Ha-Ha, Clint Dix and you know, those guys. So I'll be busy this weekend and watching film. You bet that.
Ryan Clark is laughing here. We're going to hear from him in a moment. There are a whopping 4 teams sitting at 7-0 entering Week 9, but ESPN's Football Power Index says that there's only an 18% chance that all 4 of those teams are still going to be undefeated at week's end. So while FPI says the Patriots and Bengals should cruise, the Panthers and Broncos could have trouble against the Packers and the Colts. So yes, former NFL safety Ryan Clark, he's played against the best, he's played with the best. Why are you laughing at this comment?
It was funny, you know. He was just like, so I'm gonna be watching a lot of film. But I mean, like,
Slightly.
Of course you are, bro. Like, this is a good team. This is a huge NFC matchup.
Right, but like, so how much pressure as a former player, you know, do you feel when you have a matchup that seems that much bigger?
Well, they're trying to get respect in Carolina. You want people to know that your team's for real. Well, this is your opportunity. You have a chance to play against Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers. Many people's pick to be the NFC representative in the Super Bowl. So this is your week if you're Cam Newton and you want to win an MVP title and you want to represent.
But you're saying they're 7-0. You mean they've got to prove they're for real?
They definitely have to prove
Why?
it. And they even know it. Because right now, you don't believe in the Carolina Panthers because you can't believe in the talent surrounding Cam Newton. He's making people, you remember when Kelvin Benjamin went down, it was doom and gloom all over Carolina.
Absolutely.
Even on this network, we were saying, I don't know who he's going to throw the ball to. They don't have receivers that's caught a lot of passes in the league recently, and he's making it happen. And it's a lot on Cam Newton. And we're talking about Cam Newton, and we talk about the defense, but we still aren't speaking of these Carolina Panthers as a team we think can represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. This is the week to prove it.
Okay, I see your point. So, if they're not the tops in your mind, who is in the NFC?
This is going to be weird because they have 2 losses. I like the Arizona Cardinals. I love what they do on defense, bring so many packages at you, sometimes 7 and 6 defensive backs on the field. Carson Palmer is playing the best he's played since his knee injury in Cincinnati that year. Chris Johnson, I don't know where he came from and found the fountain of youth, 200-yard games in the last. And Larry Fitzgerald. This guy's going to be an all-pro player again. At the midpoint of the season, he's again one of the top receivers in the league. This team is stacked from top to bottom. Bruce Arians is doing an amazing job coaching them, and they're just fun to watch. Right now, they have more championship pieces to me than Carolina and the Green Bay Packers.
And everyone always says Arians, and that's such a big deal. Okay, the Browns, so they've announced, I want to get your opinion on this, that Johnny Manziel is going to be starting against the undefeated Bengals tomorrow night. Josh McCown dealing with that injury. Manziel started one other game this season. That was a win against the Titans in Week 2. What's your make of this?
My make of this is Josh McCown is struggling with injuries. They want to give Johnny an opportunity. Here's his opportunity. I do think they'd rather spot play him this year to see if he can be their guy in the future than throw it all on him at once. Josh McCown was always a stopgap to see if Johnny Manziel was your quarterback of the future or not. So right now, you let him go out, play against Cincinnati. It's a short week. Let him do things that he can do well. But I don't expect him to come out and win another game against the Cincinnati Bengals
Do
team.
you think that they're really still considering that he could be long-term?
I think they are. I think they are. You're really disappointed about the off-the-field issues now that he's having to be investigated by the league and meet with them. But he's grown a lot. You talk to people in an organization as far as players, they're enjoying watching his growth and watching him work. So I do think they still have faith in him at some level that he may be the guy of the future.
Fascinating. Especially fascinating about your Cam Newton stuff. I like that. I'm glad you brought that up because we haven't really talked about that a lot. Ryan Clark,
thank you
very much. Turning now to the ice. Connor McDavid, the top pick in this year's NHL draft, is expected to be out months with a broken left clavicle. Last night against the Flyers, McDavid was named the NHL's Rookie of the Month for October. He leads all rookies with 12 points this season. Got excited about the NFL, and I said NFL draft on skate. About that, Barry. For more, Barry Melrose is here. How big of a blow is this for the Oilers?
Well, for the Oilers, it's huge. This kid, we were thinking 6 weeks, we were thinking 4 weeks. All of a sudden, comes out today. They're talking a couple of months because he has to have surgery. The good news, if there is good news, is a shoulder injury in hockey happens all the time. It's one of the most common injuries. The doctors are experts at handling these situations, and they always say it's longer than what it is. So I'll be very surprised if it ends up being 2 months. A kid will heal very, very quickly. But for Edmonton, he's their best player. You can say whatever you want. He's 18 years old, this and that. He's their best player. He's the guy that's leading their team in scoring. He runs the power play. Everything goes through him. A lot like Crosby in Pittsburgh. A lot like Taves and Kane in Chicago. He is the go-to guy. And they were just showing signs of becoming a good team. They were beating good teams. They were starting to put streaks together.
Great.
They were looking good. They were looking like a solid NHL team with a great future. Now that'll all be set back depending how long McDavid's out. And the thing about a shoulder injury, you can't come back early. With other things, you can play hurt, you know, because you can't hurt it. But a shoulder injury is so painful, and he has the puck all the time, you just can't play unless that shoulder's 100%. So it might be a little bit longer than usual.
So in terms of his personal development, that's all set back as well.
It'll be set back, but this kid is a home run.
Special, right?
And just the shoulder will be fine once they come back, and he'll rehab it. He'll work on weights and work on stuff, and he'll come back stronger than he's ever been before. And don't forget, he's only 18. He's still growing. He's still getting stronger. But again, what hurts is for guys like me and hockey fans, we don't get to see him now for 2 months because the guy is so much fun to watch. He's must-see TV in the NHL.
All right, Barry Melrose, thank you very much. The latest on Connor McDavid. Carmelo Anthony on the court in Cleveland. You think about the extremes that he and LeBron James went through last season. LeBron making it all the way to the finals. Carmelo missing the playoffs for a second straight year. You wonder which one of these guys feels more motivation by that history.
I want to be just as bad as you, all right? But we got to do it together.
Same division, same state.
That was just a very intense matchup.
Such a heated game.
There's going to be some hostility and animosity and hatred.
Welcome to the party, gentlemen. They have more force right now. They're going to have to see us down the road. And we're going to embrace this thing.
Both of these teams do not like one another. Here we go.
Hogan and Griffin getting into it.
I'm not quite sure I've ever seen Steph this upset.
Okay.
Oh, man. When's that next matchup?
Having some good ones, yeah.
Jalen Rose joins me now from Los Angeles. You can see him on NBA.
Jeff, I would love to guarantee it. If I sell 20 more spots, I will guarantee it. I do think it's got a pretty good shot to fill, but I can't say yet. This is the first night I'm promoting it, so I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
Here's the thing for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's set up for you. You say you want the Golden State Warriors. They've won so many games on their home floor since last year. They're the defending world champions. Steph Curry's playing at an amazing clip. Show up and find a way to win on the road. The Clippers are the only team in the NBA last year that had 3 All-NBA performers. Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, who's playing at the MVP level, and DeAndre Jordan. For them, playing on the road, it's a big opportunity for them going against the Golden State Warriors. Let's see if they can make it happen.
Jalen, in the earlier game, we're talking about the Knicks and the Cavaliers. We just talked about LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony. Which one of those two men do you think has more motivation on their shoulders this year?
LeBron has the championship level motivation, understanding that they're healthy. They have the best team in the Eastern Conference. Hopefully you get Kyrie Irving back along with Shumpert. Kevin Love, you need him to play at an all-star level. And you're still going to need LeBron James to play at an MVP level. But that team is loaded. They're in pole position if healthy to win the East. For Carmelo Anthony, it's about respectability, in particular improving his reputation. When you're a volume scorer, that's dealt with injuries these last couple of years. You're playing in New York, the large stage. The team did not make the playoffs last year. They're looking for him to come out and be one of the leagues that's lead the league in scoring or be amongst that group, but also be more efficient and be a leader. This is an opportunity for Melo on a big time stage.
Stacy, I've got about 7 people that will buy if it's guaranteed, so I think we're gonna pull some magic tonight.
Go to work, be efficient. Like he's the opposite of what LeBron's dealing with. He knows that his team's not going to win the championship, so you got to get numbers. That's it. Melo's not there to lead the league in rebounds. He's not going to be leading the league in steals, and he's not going to be amongst the league leaders in assists. He makes the big bucks by scoring baskets. So for him, can I get 30 plus? Can I shoot around 50%? The key is mixing up his game. I don't want to see him settling for three-point shots if they're not going. I want to see him diversifying his offensive portfolio.
Freaking hell of a break.
All right, Dylan. So
I guess I don't even care if I got to take a bunch, really.
I want you now to walk me through how he compares to some of these greats. Are you ready? We created a little highlight for you here. All right, Steph Curry versus Allen Iverson, right? Iverson, you know, always remember for being such a quick, shifty player. Here comes that crossover, Michael Jordan. Steph Curry. Some pretty nice moves too, Caleb. What do you think about these two matching up?
Poor Alex got hammered.
That got towards 30 points, but a lot of times he shot in the low 40 percentile. Steph Curry's a lights-out shooter who's a lot more efficient. Allen Iverson's a different player, a guy that played 1 and 2. Steph, I see as a point guard, much different type of player.
All right, so here we're seeing Ray Allen, one of the best shooters in NBA history, hitting the big shots there. Curry has become one of the NBA's best shooters present day. Where do you rank these two gentlemen?
That's why this is where the fork happens in the road, because Steph Curry does it off the dribble. Ray Allen did it off screens, in particular spot-up jump shooting. Steph Curry does a better job of doing it off the dribble. Ray Allen, I'll take off screens.
Michael Jordan could do it all. No way that Curry can compare, correct?
Michael Jordan was not a knockdown shooter. He developed the three-point shot as his career progressed. Had a better post-up game, obviously, at 6'6", but was also the best defender on the floor. So he had Steph, no doubt, on the defensive end, but there's no question Steph's the better shooter.
All right, well, Reggie Miller, another exceptional shooter, could always knock down that three, always scores for the Knicks. Curry, such a quick release, though, when he shoots the three-pointer. He's tough to defend. How do these compare?
Reggie Miller and Ray Allen, the two best I've seen come off screens in the history of the NBA. Catch and shoot, single doubles, and even in the clutch, they're in the conversation as Steph Curry, but off the dribble, it's not even close. My big brother Reggie Miller can't do it off the dribble like Steph.
Larry Bird. Jalen, how does Larry Bird stack up to Steph Curry?
My former coach. You may want to give Larry the edge in spot.
All right, let's get the phone around, get her charged.
But again, Steph off the dribble. I'll put him up with the likes of
check everybody here. Okay, Stacy.
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf can do it between the legs, behind the back, a combination dribble, and pull up for 2 or for 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Jalen Rose, I've got one more for you, one more comparison that we pulled out of our archives, well-dressed archives. Steph Curry versus Jalen Rose. Walk me through this one, my friend.
Joe E, 1, 2, 3.
So,
what does that mean?
While I'm doing television, I'll have to take me because it's all I have. But
okay, awesome.
I'll take him, no doubt about it. And you know why.
Jalen, I love it. Always a good sport. Thank you very much. Catch him on NBA Countdown tonight.
Where's Joe? Culture.
Thank you.
Sports Center is brought to you by Fallout 4, the next generation of open world gaming. In stores everywhere November 10th. Rated M for mature.
David O. And 1.
The first college football playoff rankings were released, but not without controversy. Desmond Howard joins me on how the top 4 will change next.
Mark. And 1. All set. Doug had 1. Lizzie had 1. 3. Chadwick only had 2 this time.
Dear Jen, here's a little something to say welcome to Boston. You're one of us now. Your new in-laws, Debbie and Bill.
Dear Jenny, stay strong. Dad.
Alex. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Go to NFLshop.com.
6, 7. Oh my God, Alex got slaughtered.
What do you think?
I think you're just getting started.
Hosed, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Here's your Call of Duty Ultimate Care Package.
Nice package.
The Ultimate Care Package. A Tex-Mex Bacon Fig Burger and chance to win Black Ops 3 prizes at Carl's Jr. and
2, 3, 4, 5 for Denny.
Has no slow season. No off days.
2, 3,
or
4,
downtime.
5.
Opportunity is everything you make of it.
Turner, Cooney, Buxton, and Ronnie.
Take advantage of our season's best offers.
Beautiful.
Generation of Cadillacs.
Everybody does, brother.
2016 Cadillac SRX.
Jim, you had the
Get this
Schwarber.
low mileage lease from around $339 per month, or purchase with 0% APR financing.
Maybe I can get all these invoices sent out tonight.
Well done.
Excuse me.
Hey, man.
He's trying to.
Oh, thank you.
Touchdowns.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I don't like to go out fast, but thank you.
North Super, Buxton Red for Joey. Unbelievable. Dave Buck, you had 9 total cards.
I would too.
I don't blame you.
Okay. As long as you
this
review it, it's never time.
Giancarlo and the Tony.
More from us than we do. And that goes for our celebrity spokesperson as well. So we need to make sure that Terry had the skills to make our
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful. Oh, let's make sure they're all the right guys.
Now I think he deserves a worthy uniform.
Thanks for calling Ferguson.
For plumbing, waterworks, HVAC, MRO, and more, Pro Contractors, choose first.
Bernie, Nola Orange, Gray Gold,
Man, you get to get out here and chop up some boots. That was good ball.
Hernandez,
Brands coach Jeff Fisher.
Giancarlo,
With Scott Van Pelt.
Gray
Tonight
Green,
on ESPN.
Longo Pink, Bright Chrome, and the Banks out of 99.
I lost 54 pounds in 4 months.
And all I did was walk.
This is the Bowflex Tread Climber Machine.
Question is, what the hell did I do with your nameplate? I just had it a second ago.
To burn up to 2.5 times the calories of a treadmill.
The tread
There it
climber is
is.
so easy. Instantly, the weight started shedding right off. I lost
Dave
4
Buck.
pounds in just 4 months. I feel like a brand new woman.
Or go to tcbody.com for your free
Daniel, you had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why I double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I had 1 in here that was not yours. Okay, Kershaw rookie. Ripken out of 25. Cyborg. Jacob May. Flaherty out of 99. And Rondon. So the Mike Poppy was not yours, Daniel. That was Tyler's. I put it in the wrong stack. 1 mistake. Not too shabby. Alright, so Daniel, you had 6. And the last 2 stacks. Let's do Tyler's first. Tyler had 13. The Martinez Canary. No bueno.
Team is Alabama in 4th, despite a home loss to Ole Miss. Little controversy there. The Tide will take on second-ranked LSU Saturday night.
Okay,
Our
Martinez
Howard
Canary.
now calling Ohio University at Bowling Green. Yes, what was your
Lindor
reaction to
Chrome.
Alabama
Get
being
Peterson
the top
Blue.
4?
Well, you know,
Lindsay, a week ago on College
Peterson
Game, we had a
Orange.
discussion about Alabama, and the topic was,
For
do
a
we
Springer
think
duel.
they're a top 4 team in the country? And I said yes. I thought that Alabama, by what they have displayed on the field, despite
Garrett.
losing to Ole Miss at home, I thought that game was gift wrapped from Alabama to Ole Miss. I still
Tisk
believe that
tisk.
Ole Miss is one of the best teams in the country.
The Poppy Green. You almost got a free Poppy Green, bro.
Replace Alabama with
Bellinger refractor.
because Baylor has such a weak non-conference schedule. So for me to see Alabama ranked with the initial college football
Bellinger
playoff
refractor.
top 14, I'm totally
2 Bellinger bases right there and right there.
They were at least paper at 6.
Oliveira base.
In your mind, I mean, could you imagine one of these
Oliveira
being like
purple.
that if they ran the table?
And the Peterson base.
No, I cannot.
There you go, Tyler. 1, 2, 3.
College football playoff selection
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
out of the college football playoffs 2 years in a row. I think that they've received a lot of flack.
And Whitney stole the show. Whitney stole the show.
Neither team is able to run
Bundy Affleck was her only
in the playoff.
bad one.
Howard, always appreciate your time here on the show. Enjoy tonight.
Laura 9-5 was not great.
What do you think this first one should be? 3:30 Eastern. Number 1 ranked Clemson at 8-0 faces
2-10.
Number 16 Florida
Crazy.
State is presented by Kate Jewelers.
Picture these trouts.
We've got the Ohio State University, the number 3 team in college football, hosting Minnesota at the Shoe, presented by Walmart. Both games are going to be also streamed live on Watch. WNBA President Laurel J. Ritchie stepping down after more than 4 years on the job. The WNBA saying in a release Wednesday that Ritchie is leaving to pursue other opportunities that include being an advocate for girls and young women. NBA Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum will oversee the WNBA until a new president is hired. Here's a look at some career notes for Ritchie. When she was named WNBA president in May 2011, she made history as the first African American to lead a major sports league. She also helped the financial stability of the league. She completed a long-term collective bargaining agreement and extended the TV agreement with ESPN.
The latest Dish is brought to you by Dish. Introducing Dish's 2-year TV price lock. No hidden monthly fees like the other guys. Just $49.99.
I state your name.
I, Joshua Lesnar,
Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Okay, Whitney, you had 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Everything checks out with the master sheet. Good to go. Yeah, Stacy.
Be ready to enter with Infinity. Now through January 4th, lease the Infinity QX60 for $399 a month.
What if the asteroid that destroyed the dinosaurs missed? Who would walk the Earth together? From the creators of Inside Out.
I need to get home. I'm done being scared.
If you ain't scared, you ain't alive. Disney Pixar's The Good Dinosaur.
I'm doing up the math right now, Daniel. It's going to come up to around 12 a card.
November 25th in 3D.
Which is why we're never doing this long sub again. It's not worth it to save $4 or $5 a card.
All good reasons for a steak dinner.
Taco Bell's new Boss Wraps, a double portion of steak loaded up and grilled to go. It's a whole new take on steak.
We're all familiar with this. Axe Daily Fragrances. But what you wouldn't have seen is this. Axe Dry Spray Antiperspirant. Why are you touching your armpit?
I was just checking to see if it's dry.
Don't. That's weird. The first ever dry spray antiperspirant from Axe.
Michigan State, Nebraska, Saturday at 7 on ESPN.
The resolution. Nothing is more captivating. Ultra HD from Vizio.
Cable's out.
No Friday night rom-com? That's a shame.
We at Time Warner Cable need to apologize to you. We no longer offer you an excuse to get out of Friday romantic comedy night.
We're making a bunch of changes at Time Warner Cable. If you experience an outage, we're committed to getting
No longer offer you.
hours. And before we leave, we'll do a free whole home check to make sure that all your connections and equipment are working great.
Sorry, buddy.
Hey, welcome back. 3 things before we say goodbye. I always knew Serena Williams was awesome, but this takes it to a new level. She's officially a superhero. She said she felt like that because she was eating at a Chinese restaurant when a guy that was a patron there stole her phone. She chased him down. She wrote on Facebook, "I was upon him in a flash." She confronted his thief. He made up a story about grabbing the wrong phone. Way to go, Serena. Another athlete who can run, but is going to be doing so for another team. Former 49ers tight end Vernon Davis posting this to Facebook, showing off his new Broncos helmet, his first new NFL team since joining the 49ers 9 years ago. And this video just into SportsCenter. Look, this is hard, and LeBron's not perfect at everything, but this is impressive as he's balancing on the medicine ball, falling off a little bit. You know that guys don't try this at home. I try this, but I fall on my face. Check it out. This is what warm-ups look like for LeBron. When he's in the locker room there, getting ready before this game against the Knicks tonight. Pretty cool, right? That's exactly how we warm up here at SportsCenter. That's it for this edition of SportsCenter. SportsCenter continues next season. NT takes it over from here. For us, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great night.
This is SportsCenter Live.
Hey there, welcome to this live presentation of SportsCenter. I'm Zubin Mehdi. Listen, I 100% believe the Warriors are the best team in the NBA. The evidence? They've outscored their opponents this season so far by a grand total of 100 points. Just think about that. In 4 games, nobody in NBA history has a differential that devastating. Tonight, about 3.5 hours here on ESPN, they renew their rivalry with the Clippers, which, in my opinion, has suddenly become 100% the best rivalry in the league. But we begin out east, where a rivalry can only flourish if the Knicks start winning. The rookie, Kristaps Porzingis, has a sore neck, so he's expected to play tonight against the Cavs' scary collision with Melo earlier.
Okay, those are all Fraziers.
On ESPN, where LBJ will beckon. This matchup used to be defined by Carmelo and the King, who just passed the 25,000 point plateau, and Melo knows LeBron's game, even after all these years, continues to expand. He's balling.
First of all, going up against LeBron is definitely a task, especially the way that they play now. I mean, they could put him at the 4, and he'd still be the point forward. You know, so he's taking bigs, you know, away from the rim. He's taking me kind of away from the rim when I guard him. Lots of pick and roll. But the most important thing about him is he's looking to distribute, so you'll never know kind of what he's willing to do or what he's trying to do. it just happens. You don't know if he's going to pass the ball, you don't know if he's going to foul, if he's going to shoot. So for me, it's just, you know, just being smart. You know, playing a smart game tonight. Staying away from, you know, dumb fouls and, you know, reaching and things like that. Just stay in front of them, you know, make them, you know, make the play.
And he's been known to make some plays. This is interesting. This is the 24th head-to-head meeting between LeBron and Carmelo. And would you believe Carmelo has a slight edge? If the Cavs win tonight, it'll be the first time.
What's up, Shotgun? How you doing, man?
Since they met for the first time.
That's what we got for tonight.
0-0. Once again, coverage top of the hour, just minutes away here on ESPN.
Big break, not for everybody, but if you're into high-end baseball, it's a hell of a value. Hit the link right there. Just
The best three-point shooter off the dribble I've ever seen. What a look from Curry. Curry put on the dribbling clinic. Play of the day.
What a play by Curry. People hanging all over me. Weaves in and out. No look pass over the shoulder. Z-check.
any questions, just ask me, my man.
A very bad man. By the way, all that you just saw, that was in the first 4 games of the season. He's got 148 points so far. The only guy to score more through his first 4 games of the season is, shall we say, in a rarefied air. And much like Michael Jordan, Brad Daugherty went to Carolina, played with MJ there. He joins us here tonight, the former NBA great. Look, you played in what I consider to be the golden age of the league.
And what would your question be?
I don't want to be too hyperbolic here because this kid is still young. But in terms of regular season prowess, when you see this kid, does he harken back to those guys at all?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's one of those players that you start to build that trend of greatness with. Simply because, you know, he does things with the basketball. Because we expect him to miss shots eventually. He just doesn't do it. And I also like what he does defensively. He's an excellent on-ball defender. He gets
what is the meaning of life? That's a very tough question, my man.
He's very active. He is determined. But what has to happen to become in the same breath with Michael and Larry and Magic? You got to win multiple championships. Even though you said regular season, you have to win multiple championships to be one of the greatest of all time.
He's just one of those guys where when you wake up the following morning, you're like, I knew I should have stayed up to watch.
Oh, yeah.
He just does unbelievable things.
Yeah, he's well worth the price of admission. If I'm buying a basketball ticket, I'm buying it to go watch the Warriors, and I'm going to watch Steph Curry play. I mean, he's incredible. He's averaging 16 points in the third quarter. He is absolutely phenomenal with the basketball. And it reminds me, and I'm an old guy, and I heard Jalen Rose say earlier today, a lot like Pete Maravich.
Oh,
it's like it's like the basketball is a part of his hand, and it's fun to watch him play. And this basketball team is really fun. They play together. They play at a high pace. It's a volume shooting team, jump shooting basketball team. If you don't show up against them, they'll run you up and under the blue.
Wow, unbelievable in comparison to the great Pete Maravich. Now, Draymond Green said the Warriors can actually take it to another level, a next level. Coming off the title, everything they do, great offensively, much better defensively. What is a next level for this team?
I think it's the incremental steps to becoming a dynasty, to being great. Last year they started 5-0.
I'm gonna get these on sleeves.
They'll be one of 5 teams in NBA history to start 2 seasons like that, back-to-back 5-0. So if they can do that, 3 of those other 4 teams went on to win back-to-back championships. So if they're going down that pathway, we're talking about dynasty-type basketball.
Talked about the Clippers before I let you go. They had some reinforcements after a debacle last year in the postseason. They got some experience with Paul Pierce, Lance Stevenson, Josh Smith is aboard. At the end of the day, you can bring all these guys that you want. At the end of the day, or even tonight, will it be enough to challenge the Chiefs?
I think so. I really do believe so. I think once this Clippers basketball team starts firing on all cylinders, they have it all. And they bolstered their bench, which was the weak link last year. Now they have everything you need to go up against Golden State and possibly beat them in a series. I mean, they've got great out shooting. J.J. Redick shoots lights out. They've got DeAndre Jordan inside. Great defensive presence. They bring in Paul Pierce off the bench. Lance Stevenson, he's playing really good basketball right now. He's on a veteran team, so those guys can surround him with a lot of encouragement. I like Josh Smith on this basketball team. They've got everything. They've got everything. They've got no excuses. I think they can challenge the Warriors.
We'll see. The West is going to be a beast again. These are the last 2 undefeated teams in the West. The winner stays perfect, 10:30 Eastern tonight on ESPN. Steph averaging 16 in the third, missing a goose egg in the fourth. Because at this point, they're running away with games you don't even bother to play in the fourth. Brad, thank you.
Thank you.
Baseball cards.
Prophetic words. When that happened in Philly 45 days ago, the theory in Big D was that the Cowboys could just win a game, one game, maybe 2 without Tony Romo on the line. They could still stay alive in maybe the NFC's most mediocre division. The problem is the Cowboys have themselves not been close to mediocre. They've lost all 5 games while Romo is doing rebounds, while playing 2 quarterbacks and experiencing 1 big wide receiver tantrum. Despite all of that, we've got good news today on the QB. More on that. We're joined by our NFL insider, John Clay. All right, John, give me the details, some encouraging news on Romo today, I hear.
Well, the encouraging news is he returned to the practice field, and so officially, he's a couple weeks away from at least being back on the field. Now, the only problem is, either going to be enough of the season left. If the quarterbacks that are currently playing, Matt Castle, if they even go back to Brandon Wheaton, can't win a game, then it may be a waste of time. But as long as they can win 1 or 2 games in the next couple weeks, then they have a chance, at least with Tony Romo back being healthy, because this was an 8-week injury on the injury report list, and it looks like he's right on target for being there after 8 weeks. But if they lose 7 games and they're sitting there at 2-7, it's going to be hard, as bad as the NFC East is, for Romo to take him back. It's almost like he has to come back and win every game. But at least the good news is he's on target to be there at the right time. The question is the timing going to be good enough for it to mean anything?
Yeah, a Romo rescue. We'll see if it ends up mattering at all. Elsewhere in the NFC East, some more encouraging news, this time surrounding the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that now there's a chance that now there's a chance that they may be able to have Jason Pierre-Paul for this week's game. First, they're really happy with his conditioning. Second, they're trying out that hand, and it looks like there's a decent chance that he's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with it. And I think that the plan was that maybe he would come back next week. Now, I mean, even though maybe for a limited number of snaps, I think there's a decent chance that Jason Pierre-Paul may be on the field. And you can see why he's so needed, because in the 3 games that they've played against good quarterbacks, particularly Drew Brees in last week's game, Matt Ryan early in the season, and Tony Romo when he was healthy, they couldn't get to the quarterback. And so they're vulnerable for fourth quarter leads because they couldn't pressure anything without Jason Pierre-Paul. So it looks like there's a chance that he could offer some help this weekend.
Indeed. The incident happened on July 4th, and on this November 4th, great news for Giants fans. The NFC East, where 4-4 get to a spot alone in first place for Coughlin's crew. I think mediocre is a good way to describe that. John, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, anything but mediocre for this guy last Sunday. Peyton Manning throwing for 340 in a win over the Packers. His passing yards have increased each of the last 4 weeks. The numbers piling up week by week and year by year, to be sure. And speaking of that, a Manning milestone, maybe 2, will be attained on Sunday. And as our Jeff Legwald reports, it's only fitting where it might happen.
Zubin? Yes, a lot of emotion around Peyton Manning and the Broncos this week. Manning goes to Indianapolis. It is not the first trip to Indianapolis since he joined the Broncos. He did play there in 2013, but it could well be his last game in Indianapolis, being he is 39 years old with a future that is uncertain. 2 major milestones.
All right, we are done.
Win record in particular, 187 wins if the Broncos get the victory. So wrap your head around that.
Whew!
Active quarterbacks have even topped 120.
That was a lot of work.
Tom Brady, and only 15 quarterbacks
a lot of work.
Have topped 100 wins. And Manning's passing yardage.
Chadwick, you're 2 right here, buddy.
In Englewood, Colorado, Jeff Legwald, ESPN.
Your Lindor gemmed with a 10 on the centering.
Broncos are favored to win a total of 6 of the remaining 9 games.
And I've just got a thing for pulling you Buxton 10s, apparently.
Unbeaten are less than 1%. But let me stick up the Broncos.
Buxton Gold, pristine.
The odds were of Manning out
We had 8 10s in this sub. No black labels, man. Everything. Just can't get one.
On Kirk Herbstreit on why Kevin Hogan may not be the hero that many of us are giving him credit for.
No worries, dude. I started a mail day thread about it too, so I tagged you in the Buxton. I think you had somebody interested. I'm not sure.
Very good early so far on the road. 2-0 away from the Garden. See if they can get it done at the Cube tonight. Countdown at the bottom of the hour.
Free pizza from Domino's is just a game night, late night, bro time, dance-off, pizza, cake, and a hot date away. You can earn a free pizza after just 6 online orders of $10 or more with Domino's new Piece of the Pie rewards.
Opportunity has no slow season, no off days, or downtime. Opportunity is everything you need.
Oh, hold on a second, Daniel.
This winter, take advantage of our season's best offers on the latest generation of
What? Vegas, baby, $12 case for $480.
around $269 per month.
Jesus, factory cost was like $800. $39 a box, dude. I don't even know how you lose money at $480. That's a crazy price.
We've already burned through 9 drills.
I'm not leaving without him. It's gonna be okay.
I believe we'll make him pay. Because I choose to believe it. Or very famous.
The 33, rated PG-13, November 13th.
Hey, what's up, Troy?
Okay, let it. That'll do it.
Excuse me.
Hey, man.
Huge fan.
Oh, thank you.
On the touchdowns and the wins and...
Yeah, you know, I don't like to dwell on the past, but thank you.
Akron touchdown, unbelievable. Akron touchdown, unbelievable. Akron touchdown,
I dwell on the past.
I would too. I don't blame you.
Okay. As long as you are you, it's Miller time.
Up fit, down fit, night fit, right fit, shot fit, walk fit, kick fit, get fit, push fit, cook fit, rock fit, roll fit, smart fit, hard fit, your fit, my fit, fly fit, done fit, don't quit fit. It's all fit.
Must-win game before the state. The Tigers, one of the very best teams in all college football.
That's such a crazy price. I'm looking on right now to see what I can buy it for on DNet, and it's way more expensive. So that's like a hell of a price.
But winter's coming, and so are the deals. Act now and you can get 0% for 36 months on hundreds of well-maintained low-hour machines. Many under warranty, with extended protection available. It's big savings on Big Iron. The rental fleet sale, now at Milton Cat. With 4 times the resolution, nothing is more captivating. Ultra HD from Vizio.
Man, we got a huge weekend of college football on tap. Let's get it going. In Tuscaloosa, LSU, Alabama. Leonard Fournette, Derrick Henry, punishing defensive players on both sides of the ball. Do the best on the ground. See what happens under the lights Saturday. TCU, perfect. Visiting the perfect for now Pokes. Big 12 schedule backloaded. And boy, we'll see what happens. This could go a long way to determining the only league that doesn't have conference title game. Clemson FSU on ABC. Tigers trying to go 9-0 for the first time since winning it all back in 1981. All right, a lot of quarterback questions as we hit week 10. Our quarterback, Kirk Herbstreit, here to take us through it. First things first, Florida State, huge game Saturday at Clemson. A lot of talk that maybe Sean McGuire, Kirk, should be in for Everett Golson. McGuire looked great last week against Syracuse. In your mind, should Jimbo make a switch?
A couple things. First, you have to take this into consideration. Everett Golson had 25 career starts at Notre Dame. He started a number of games.